our garden wants to be a resource to our community through education and through presenting good sound science about things. Climate change is something that a lot of people know a little bit about, but not a lot about. And we thought if we could bring in some really knowledgeable people who can explain it in a way that makes sense, that people would learn a little bit more and maybe learn some ways that they could help the environment themselves.
This is a look at something that concerns me. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little preview forecast for the hurricane season because I am concerned. I'm severely concerned about the 2024 hurricane season. And one of the reasons that I am so concerned, actually there are two. We know that the sea surface or ocean temperatures are running boiling hot right now in March. In February, the temperatures were as warm in the Atlantic Ocean as they normally would be in May. And that heat finds its way back to the atmosphere. It finds its way back to phenological processes related to vegetation, blooming, fauna, flora. So it's all connected. So the extreme events of the 1960s are now our normal events.
So climate change is affecting the timing and duration of flowering events for native plants and non-natives, right? Just plants in general. It's also affecting the leafing out, which is when they pop their leaves, but the flowering is super important. We see that some areas in the north of us, spring has sprung over 20 days early. In these upper areas, we are still getting frosts all the way through mid-April, which means these plants that are blooming earlier in the northern regions, there's a really good chance that those blooms will be lost.
You talk about climate change, and a lot of times it's so doom and gloom, right? You kind of feel, oh my gosh, But my hope is that all these talks, while it's showcasing what is happening with the climate change, that there's hope. There's some hope because there's things we can do right now, even today. You can walk away from this symposium and you can actually go and do something today and make a change for the better.